What is up? We're going to talk about the Dream 100 today. What is the Dream 100? It is the most powerful way for you to grow your business, grow your revenue, grow your profits, create your dream business. You may have heard of the Dream 100. The first time I ever came across it, and actually I'm just going to say that he came up with it, was in the book, The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. Chet Holmes passed away now. Rest in peace, Chet. Never met him. Would have loved to, because he's brilliant. Anyways, what is the Dream 100? Doesn't matter what business you're in, it works for you. And you know what? Almost zero businesses do it. But the most successful ones in any industry, they use this. Whether they know they're using this or not. They may not walk up to you and go, hey, I'm using the Dream 100. But if they explain to you what they're doing, this is what they're doing. You ready? And it's something that really shouldn't cost you much money. Shouldn't take a whole lot of time, but it's heavily about relationships. Matt, relationships. Yeah, you can make new relationships. Watch. See, originally, when Chet Holmes came up with this, what he did, yeah, I'm going to get a new eraser, right? Calm down. I'm going to get this little thing. I understand it's silly, but I'm going to get a new eraser. It's coming tomorrow, I believe. Thank you, Amazon. You like a little smile there? I did that for Amazon. Anyways, Chet Holmes first came up with the Dream 100 idea when he was a young little whippersnapper. His first sales job. And there was a person he worked with that he realized that she was the top performer in the company. And he was smart enough to look at what was making her so successful. You know, it's crazy to me. In any organization, say it's a sales organization, there's like, you know, a bunch of people, hundreds, thousands, whatever. There's always a few that are the top. And you know what? All the people below those few that are doing the best, almost none of them ever even ask those other people what they're doing. Unbelievable. Anyways, so he was working at a company doing sales, and he realized this one lady was blowing everybody out of the water all the time, and no one was even close. And so he asked her, he's like, you know, what do you do? How is it that you beat the pants off everybody every single month? And she told him, you know, I just go after the absolute top people. Sounds like obvious, right? But do you really do that? Do you really go after the top people in whatever industry you're in? The top, maybe you're in B2B, B2B. Do you really go after the top performing businesses? Probably not. You know why? You may have never thought to do it, which is going to sound weird. And also, you probably have a confidence issue. Confidence issue. You don't think you're good enough. Yeah, we're getting deep. I like to talk personal development, psyche stuff. So the Dream 100, he actually came up with this term when he was working for Charlie Munger, who is a billionaire. Charlie Munger is Warren Buffett's mentor. I believe that they're still in business together. I think Charlie's got to be, because you know Warren's old, right? You've seen Warren Buffett. He's like 80. So Charlie Munger, God, I don't even know. I think he's still alive. He's got to be in his 90s. This guy might be 100. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's a billionaire. And Chet Holmes was working for him. And he ended up taking over this magazine that was in the financial industry, I think. Doesn't matter. He was in a magazine. And the way the magazines make money is they sell ads, right? You're a company, you buy ads in the magazine. Now they were literally, there was like 100 magazines. They were literally like at the bottom in terms of revenue and stuff like that. So they were terrible. And in his first 12 months working with running this magazine, he doubled his business. And then next year after that, doubled again. Within 2-3 years, they were the #1 magazine in that industry, in that niche, in that scope, which is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Dream 100 is how we did it, because through doing research, what he found was that I feel like I should write something, but really I'm just telling you a story, and maybe that's useful. So he realized, of all the companies buying ads in these types of magazines, most of the revenue, 90% of the ad spend, of the money going into buying ads, is actually coming from 100 companies. There's thousands buying ads here and there in these magazines, but really 90% of the ad spend, of the revenue, is coming from 100 companies. And he realized, wow, we have none of those companies buying ads in our magazine. Let's change that. So he created a marketing effort to go directly to those 100 companies. Relentless. He called it pig-headed stubbornness. Exact words he'd use. You know what that means. I'm going to keep flinging this thing at you because it's what I do. I don't know. So what he did was fascinating and simple. What he would do is he would send bulky mail. It's like my arms. Bulky mail. And the reason being, because if you send someone a letter, which is, you've probably done it, lots of businesses do it, they send letters. And you know what? They look like, right? I mean, you know this mail I'm talking about? What do? You get a letter, you know it's an ad, or it's someone trying to get money from you or do business or something. You don't even open it, throw the mail. So he made bulky mail. So he'd send things like flashlights, rolls of duct tape, Rubik's cubes, stuff like that. And so the bulky mail, because the reception person, the assistant, doesn't open packages like that. Not usually. Usually that's going to go to the actual CEO or the head of marketing or whoever it's supposed to, because it's bulky. And it's like, oh, they have a package. Oh, they must have ordered something, whatever. So he knew that they would be the ones opening it. And inside of it, say he sent a Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube, I've never even come close to solving one. And I see the people that go and just do it. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? That's crazy. Anyways, so he'd send them like a Rubik's Cube, and it would be in a bulky mail package, and there'd be a letter with it saying, puzzled about how to grow your revenue. So he tied the thing he sent them in with the letter. Puzzled about how to grow your business, about how to do whatever. And there'd be a little bit more in there, and he'd say, call me. And then he would also know when the package got delivered, he would call them that day also. And he would do that every 2 weeks, forever, until he got their business. Within 1 year, he got, I believe it's 63 of those top 100 buying ads in his business. And that doubled the magazine's business. Doubled the revenue, shot them to the top of the thing. So in the next year, by the end of like 3 years, he had all of them. And they were by far not even close. They went from the bottom, as your boy Drake would say, went from the bottom, now we he, whatever. I'm a rapper. So they literally went from the bottom to the top, the highest revenue producing ad selling magazine in whatever vertical niche that was. And it was significant. But I do believe it was in the financial, it was something business related, I don't know. But very significant. And that's exactly how he did it. It was a Dream 100. So he took 100 top people, businesses, and he put forth a marketing effort just for them. But Matt, I do that, I advertise. No, you don't. You probably don't. You probably advertise to everybody and anyone that will listen. Gotta get real specific. And you can go ahead and advertise to others. But you need to realize, where's the biggest bang for your buck, right? If I am a real estate agent, do I go for people that have $100,000 houses? Do I spend all my marketing efforts doing that? Or do I go after people with multi-million-dollar houses? Seems obvious. I mean, I went through this whole Dream 100 thing. You obviously know the answer is multi-million-dollar homes. Why? Well, you make a lot more money for basically the same effort. But you know what? 90+% of real estate agents just do your everyday basic homes. They do the average. I live here in Seattle, high price market. You go to the burbs, you're probably getting homes for around 300,000. Markets really went up here, 300,000. But you know what? If you say, if I were an agent, I would just sit here in Seattle. I would put forth all my marketing efforts into the absolute best zip codes, the highest value zip codes. All of my marketing efforts will go towards that. That is it. Because tell you what, if all I do is get $2 million home, real estate agents make a 3% commission as a listing agent or buying agent, whatever. We don't need to get into all that. $2 million home, what is that? What's 3% of that? That's 60 grand. $60,000. If they only get, if they, all their efforts, all their everything, if they just get one of those damn homes a year, 60 grand. But you know what? Most won't do that. They'll come up with head reasons why they can't. It's a confidence issue. Whether you're aware of it or not, it's what it is. That is what holds you back, is what's in your head. Okay? That's a video for another time. I'm making many videos about that. Dream 100. Who's your Dream 100? Who's your Dream 100? Who are the 100 top clients you would want? Now, it may also be that you may need to look at who are your Dream 100 affiliates. Dream 100 that can send you business. That's pretty powerful. Let's say I'm in the personal development arena, right? And I'm trying to help people, which actually do personal development. You're welcome. And I want to get people to do personal development with me. Okay, I want to teach them things, I want to show them stuff, and I'm saying, hey, I'm awesome, please come let me help you. No, not gonna work. But what if I could get Tony Robbins, that's right, the giant himself, Tony Robbins, to endorse me? Would that bring me business? You damn Skippy. So that would be a dream affiliate partner. Now, why the hell would Tony do that? For me? No idea, don't know. Probably not gonna happen. Doesn't mean not gonna try, or somewhere in his sphere, he has other coaches in his sphere, and gets somewhere in that sphere, somewhere, to get relationships built. And it's not about what can you get, it's about giving, and building relationships, okay? That's life, people. I think that's it. Dream 100. Let's go through some examples of business. Let's say you're a chiropractor. I work with a lot of chiropractors. Your Dream 100. Well, what kind of client would you like? That's a very important question. Probably the first thing you should ask always. What type of client do you want? Who do you most want to do business with? Who are they? What are they like? For a chiropractor, let's say they make the most money off of personal injury. Okay, so these are people that got like a car accident, right? Get rear-ended, you get a little whiplash, and you need some help. They also need help. Because the insurance companies, what they'll do is they will pay way more money than the car insurance company will pay way more money than the health insurance companies do. Because when you get in a car accident, the car insurance company pays for the care, not health insurances. So you're a chiropractor, all right, well, I love people that get in accidents, I can help them a lot, and those are the best return for my time. Those make me the most money. So your Dream 100 are, who would you go after? You gonna be an ambulance chaser? No. What does that mean? No. You're gonna go after your Dream 100? The top 100, might be 10, might be 20, whatever. But we call it the Dream 100, okay? Personal injury law firms. You want lawyers. You want personal injury lawyers. Because they'll send you business all day long, as long as if you build a relationship with them. That's your Dream 100. Not the patients are not your Dream 100. The personal injury attorneys are. Make sense? Let's say you are a orthodontist. Well, who would be your Dream 100? Maybe dentist, because orthodontists do things that are different than dentists. And maybe vice versa. Maybe dentist Dream 100 would be orthodontist. Or maybe somewhere in there, I don't know. But An orthodontist would probably need dentists. That would probably work well. I feel like I'm stumbling on my words. I'm human. Don't judge me. Who else? SaaS company. There's a SaaS company I'm probably going to start helping. I'm not going to tell you what they do, but they have a service for universities. For other businesses, but it seems like universities are their sweet spot. And the Dream 100, that's what I'm helping them come up with, is their Dream 100. And first of all, I picked the top 100 universities in the country, right? So that is your Dream 100, but also, so we want to put forth a lot of marketing efforts towards them, period, okay? But with that being said, there's a specific department in the universities that actually use their service. It's not like the whole university can use their service, but it's the one department is the one that actually decides on it and brings it in and everything, okay? And what I've also thought about are, you know what? Those people in that department, in those universities, who do they listen to? Who influences them? What podcasts do they listen to? What books do they read? What teachers do they follow? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a, let's go with chiropractor, you're a chiropractor, you're probably following other people that teach chiropractic business strategies or chiropractic treatment strategies, right? So if I wanted to get to chiropractors, I'd get to the people that influence the chiropractors. Because if I get them to endorse me, then it's the easiest path. Because the chiropractors are going to say, oh, well, this person that I look up to endorses him, so clearly he's solid. You go right through into trust factor. Now you got to keep that trust, but that's the way that would work. So with that SaaS company, that's what I'm looking at is what types of people influence them, these decision makers. Because if you can get with them, your money. So that's really probably the Dream 100 there. What else? What would be another industry? A real estate agent. What would be a real estate agent's Dream 100? Let's see. Well, I talked about going for the zip codes. So that's kind of your Dream 100. But again, who can influence those people? I got it. The HOA. If you get in good with the HOA, which is the Homeowners Association, or some other kind of organization that has influence over those zip codes, etc., then you get to go in. You know what I'm saying? So what type of business are you in? Comment below. I gotta make you an offer, that's right. There's a button or a link somewhere around here. You can schedule a free call with me. I guarantee I give you at least one massive way to grow your business that is simple, easy, and you can use it immediately, okay? Just schedule a call with me, but you gotta have a legitimate business. You gotta be doing at least $250,000 a year, preferably $500,000 a year. And on the call, I probably will not bring my marker here. Probably not. But I probably will have a notebook and a pen. Anyways, schedule a call with me free, no obligation. I'm not going to high pressure you or anything because in reality, I may not even want to work with you, right? But if we come up with something and I think we're a good fit, I'll offer to help you. If you don't want that, that's fine. No pressure, no anything. But schedule a call with me because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this for free anyways because I'm starting to get kind of filled up here. Who's your Dream 100? Think about that. Who is your Dream 100? Because that is the key to you not only growing your business to getting more revenue, but that is the key to you becoming literally the #1 in your industry. Hit the button, the link, schedule a call. Talk to you later.